In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes, or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Welcome, everybody, to Savannah State University Field, where the Benedictine cadets are taking on our Bacon County Red Raiders. We're sitting high atop the field here in a newly remodeled press box, some of the nicer press boxes that we've ever been into. We've got our own private air conditioner. We're chilling like a villain, and we're excited about a war that's fixing to take place on artificial turf, which, if I'm right, this is probably the first time some of these kids have ever seen artificial turf, much less played on it. But tonight, the turf is going to make a quick field, which should play in our favor, and I know our guys are ready to play.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting game for our folks as we travel over here to Savannah, and they're playing in an actual college stadium tonight. I know that our kids are jacked up. I saw them on the field warming up, and it is exciting, especially for these kids to come. This is a big stadium, big stage. They've got the PA going. It sounds like a college atmosphere, and I guess that's because it is a college atmosphere. They are going to be hitting, running. It is going to be on here tonight at Savannah State University Stadium. And they are big, and also I counted them there, Rev. They have close to 70 players, I believe it is. So they double us in numeral, and as you look at them, they are physical specimens. And there's
That's
good
right.
reason that they have their record. They come in here tonight 5-1. They have beat Effingham County, Long County, Metter. They lost to Vidalia 7-12. So that was even a close game there. They beat Atkinson County, and then last week they beat Bryan County. And so they come into this contest ready to go. This is the second year for their coach, Danny Britt, and they come in 5-1, as we said, 4-1 in the region. And so this is another one of those region games, Rev, that we're going to have.
It is. Benedictine is a military school. It's got a Catholic background to it. It's a private school here in Savannah. For years and years, Benedictine has always played in the top classification in the state of Georgia. They done that so that they could stay competitive and play schools here in the Savannah area. Just recently, they went down to 4A, and then they came back up to the top classification, and just recently they've dropped back down to the 2A classification so that they can be competitive. They got where they were not competitive with the Camden counties and some of the teams like that. A very good-looking team. You can tell they spend time in their weight room. As you look at it, I don't know how their speed is going to be. I don't think they'll be a slow team. I don't know that they'll be as fast as we are. But when you play teams like this, military schools, I played some when I was in college, Virginia Military and the Citadel, and some of those schools, they're traditionally very, very tough and very, very disciplined when you go against these top schools. So we're going to have to play our positions. We're going to have to play our assignments. If we get sloppy, they're going to take advantage of it, and we can look up and be in a hole that we're not going to be able to get out of if we're not careful. They're going to match us as far as our physicality is concerned, I think. I don't think they're going to be scared to be hit, and they're not going to be scared to deliver the lick. But I'm hoping that our athletes, if we can get some space, that we can take advantage of some of their weaknesses as far as speed and athleticism is concerned.
And this week has been a different kind of practice week for Coach. He's gotten back to where he come from and his roots as a coach, I think, and started kind of having some hard knock practices and getting ready for this game that's going to be a hard-fought victory tonight. It's going to be a battle between, and like you said, they're going to be disciplined, and that's quite honestly, that's what we have not been to this point in the season. We've had some ups and downs. We come in, that we're sad we're 4-2. That's a good sign, but still, we wanted to have a better record. We're not playing our best football. We know we can play better, and we're looking forward to seeing that manifest itself here on the field tonight.
Not to take anything away from any of the schools that we've played, but you look against Pierce County, we had eight fumbles. We lost 6 of them. And we only lost, we had double the yardage that they had offensively. We only lost by a score. We should have won that football game. Here again, we beat ourselves, not taking anything away from Pierce County. And then when we went to McIntosh, we give up a long touchdown on a punt. We had 4 turnovers, and if we had been able to stop them on 4th and 2, we would have got the ball back and had a chance of going in and winning by an extra point. Which I feel like sure we would have got. But, that's a big word. If is a big word. We sit here with a 4-2 record just coming up in classification. Really, we should be very, very happy. But because we've not played to our full potential, we feel like and know that that there's things that we can do that are better. And I feel like if we'll put it all together here tonight, we can come away from here with a victory versus the Benedictine Cadets.
Yeah, we're going to have to play a complete game. We're going to have to not make mistakes. You look at this team, we often talk about maybe Vidalia, and I guess this club here would have to be some that we talk about being the best in the region. If we want to make it deep into the playoffs, we've got to come out on top of the region, and these are the top teams in the region, between Vidalia and this team here. I'd have to say from what you see, they lost to Vidalia 12-7. That's their only loss on the season. So it's going to be a war, and it's going to be a good test to see where we're at. If our kids can just stay disciplined and maintain their lanes and just let their speed take over and have fun playing football tonight, we will get out of Savannah with a victory. But we have yet to see that complete game where we've put it all together. I guess we've had a game or two there where we can say we did, but against this kind of competition, we've always kind of stubbed our toe a little bit, done a few things wrong, got bitten on some big plays, and we just need to stay true to where we're supposed to be and trust your teammate and play football. So we're going to see where we stand tonight here.
Well, you've just said a mouthful concerning any football program, but especially the Bacon County football program.
They're having a word of prayer on the field.
We're going to take just a second.
We ask that all may be safe, and may the spirit of good sportsmanship prevail.
They prayed in Jesus' name over here.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's the name. That's what's up. That's the name. That's what's up. So Benedictine won the toss, and they defer to the second half. So Bacon County will receive to start the ball game, and it is game time. I know we came on here late. Now we're looking around here, Rev. I didn't even have time to really get very much excited, but they've got the track all the way around here. I'm a big man, but if we win tonight, I mean, I might think about running around that track. Okay, maybe not.
I won't even think about walking around it, much less running around.
So we are going to have to get to a fast start here tonight. We can't go into the fourth quarter, the end of this ball game, trailing or behind. We don't want to be in that predicament because they have numbers on us, and they're going to be sending fresh guys in, I'm sure.
Well, I feel the same way, and you can tell our players are jacked up. They can't keep their feet still. They're moving around, antsy. They're ready to get that first lick, get those butterflies done with, and let's get on to some football.
I am excited for them. This is big-time stage, and we've got some guys that might be playing on a field like this on Saturdays. The ball kickoff is out of bounds at the 25-yard line. We'll wait and see what Bacon County is going to decide to do.
Well, I would take it on to 35. Is that right?
Well, or we may make them re-kick, but it looks like we're sending the offense on. We're going to be happy getting it at the 35, looks like. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Bacon County at the 35-yard line to start this ball game. And here we go, Rev. Let's do this.
Right away, as I look at Benedictine, they got some big boys on the front line. Looks like the nose tackle is going to be number 52. Number 52 for Benedictine is Philip Burke. He's just a sophomore. That's good news for us. Let's see what happens.
We are up here high in the sky, and we can see the same thing that usually happens for Bacon County. Give it to Merritt on the first play of the game, and he gets a yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 for your Red Raiders. There was nothing happening on that one. I think that big 52 that you just spoke about stood his ground, and that's going to be a test tonight. We're going to have to catch them with some misdirection, I'm sure, and some different things on the edges and try them out. I don't know that we're going to be able to just man up and smash mouth football them tonight. And
we may have to take it wide a little bit just to open up the middle. They're stacking it pretty deep in there. They got a 4-man front. There goes Matt. He pitches it.
Drell does recover and keeps it. He spins out of one tackle and gets a gain of about 3 yards. It looked like disaster. Had disaster written all over it. It's going to be 3rd down and about 7 for the Red Raiders. That pitch was a little high.
But it never should have been bobbled. I mean,
yeah, he should have caught it, but it's early yet, and some of these guys have, like you said, Rev, they've never played on a field like this, and I know they're amped up. Their adrenaline's ready to go, and it's exciting times to be a Red Raider football player down there on the field tonight. Thrift under center. He steps back. He's rolling right. He's got a man open. He hits him. It's complete. I believe that's Drell Green.
Yes.
He didn't bobble that one, Rev. He took it up to the 47-yard line, 46-yard line. They're going to mark it. It's going to be 1st and 10, Red Raiders. And come on now. Passing it, rolling out.
I was at practice a couple times this week, and we really worked hard on our passing game. And don't be surprised if we put the ball up in the air more tonight than what we traditionally do. we've got to be able to get outside because everybody now is going to start stacking the middle to try to get us to do something off of our game plan. And if we go wide and start hurting them, they're not going to be able to stack us. They're going to have to play us true, and when they do, we're going to run it right down their throat.
Yeah, we just do not have an offensive line that is made up of 300-pound folks that can make it happen.
There goes Ronnie.
Ronnie Peterson off the left side, and just what you said there makes a little bit of room. There's a nice run on first down. There was a hole there. About a 6-yard run. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 for the Red Raiders, and it's looking good here to start the game.
Well, just from a standpoint of looking, not judging anybody by talent or anything, it's too early in the game to say that, but it looks to me like we're going to have a little bit more luck just simply from a size standpoint if we run to the left rather than the right tonight. There he goes.
Thrift keeps it, and he gets just about up to the 45 or down to the 45-yard line. He's going to be marked just short of it. It's going to be 3rd down and a short 2 when the Red Raiders get back. And I'm telling you what, that right defensive end there for Benedictine was flying across. Yeah, he knew what the count was on that one, and he was
I believe we could pick up a 1st down right here if we just went to a long count. Just went to count on 2 rather than 1. The problem is whether we can stay.
Yeah. Yep. So here it is, first big 3rd down of the – well, no, we completed a 3rd down a minute ago, didn't we?
Yes.
He's got it. Yeah, he's got it. It's going to be close, but if they come in and mark it where I think they're going to, it's going to be,
we may be a little bit short.
I think by the nose of the football we may have it. And they're going to call a timeout and measure just to make sure they're not going to listen to me tonight.
It's going to be close.
We'd like to thank C. Bennett and Johnson with our first break here, Rev, for making this broadcast happen. This is a beautiful stadium. Benedictine really has a nice place to play as they borrow from Savannah State University, their stadium. And I don't know how many millions Savannah State made playing those teams they played this year, but it looks like they may have spent some of the money on this stadium.
I think so. I know one check they got for $1 million. I believe that was right, and a couple of those teams, $1 million to $2 million. I mean, $1 million for each team, a little over $2 million in money that they made, and if they've been using the money to do this, they've made a good investment. It's a beautiful stadium.
Well, Coach is going to go for it. We were just about a football short, and so they're going to go for it. It looks like here on 4th down.
We've already eat up 4 minutes of the clock, which is Bacon County football.
Here's where we may try to draw them off sides for sure. We just stick it in there, and we fall forward easily for the 1st down. Good run there by Dewan Merritt as he just kind of goes up in the hole and finds a little crease and falls forward, backwards forward, and he's down to the 39-yard line. It's 1st and 10, Red Raiders.
Big play.
Huge play. Huge statement here to start the game tonight. You can definitely see everybody working together. That offensive line is holding its own against those big boys up front. Ronnie Peterson with a big hole, and he spins move. He's down to the 15, the 10, the 5. He uses a stiff arm, and he's down at about the 2-yard line. Great run by Ronnie Peterson.
Great play by Ronnie. That was a lot of individual. Great hole, but that was a lot of individual effort right there.
He spun out of a tackle right there immediately and then took it all the way down to the 2-yard line, and he stiff-armed a guy at about the 10, and he just kind of put one in his chin there, and they rode him down to the 2-yard line. Absolutely great play by Ronnie Peterson.
Their safety that just came over, name is John Solitario. He's got some speed.
And flag is down here.
Offside? No,
he's calling offsides on us.
Ouch.
May have been a receiver lined up offsides. That's usually the only way that can happen. Big penalty right there against the Red Raiders. You do not want to commit that penalty down on the 2-yard line. So that takes us back out to about the 7-yard line. It's still going to be 1st and goal.
We bring in our hands team. I don't know if we're fixing to throw the ball or not. We just took off our tight end. Dylan Miles just went to the sideline. We're calling in the play. They've cranked it up. We should have plenty of time. And
yeah, we're in a 3 wide receiver set here. And Matt does roll out to the right. He jumps and throws. That ball is going to go incomplete, though. It's going to be 2nd down. 2nd down and 7. 6 minutes and 54 seconds here to go in the first quarter. We've gotten the ball from the kickoff at the 35 and just put first downs together.
Well, they had 2 linebackers, or 2. I didn't catch the number, but they were back in our backfield about as quick as Matt got back there. I don't know if we missed blocking assignments or if they blitzed. I couldn't tell, but
well, and you can see the size of Benedictine coming in there as Matt had to jump to throw the ball to get it over them.
And it wouldn't have, it may have been a 2-yard gain.
2nd down and goal here. Spread out a little more.
There goes
Thrift
Matt.
Keeps it. And he had a hole. He's reaching. He's going to be marked down at the 1-foot line. Great play by Thrift to try to reach over and get that touchdown. He's going to be marked short, however.
Yeah. Well, we got 2 down territory here as long as we don't jump off sides or line up off sides.
Don't list the other 10 penalties that can happen.
Or fumble. Lord God, did I just say that?
Yeah, we just
slap.
We've seen too much, haven't we?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, high school football, and it isn't just our kids. It's every kid out there on the field all over the state tonight.
High school, what about Georgia?
Yeah. Well, we don't want to go there.
Get Big DeWan's in. My money's on him toting it in. There goes Matt.
Thrift keeps it and goes in untouched. Great call. That's a 6-0 big statement, just what we needed to do. We get the kickoff and we go right down. I don't want to say effortlessly, but
we had 2. We had one fourth
down conversion, yeah. And now we need to convert the extra point.
And we burned half of the first quarter in this drive. It's beautiful.
6-minute drive, resulting in a touchdown. Couple passes mixed in. That kick is no good. It's wide left. It's going to remain a 6-0 ball game. So Bacon County did what they needed to do. They came down and scored, answered the bell right here to start this ball game. We said we were going to need a quick start. That's just what we got. We would like to have those extra points, wouldn't we?
We sure would. Yeah, in fact, that's something we got to have. I don't know. TJ normally is money, but when he does miss, he pulls everything to his left. I don't know if it's jitters or what it is, but he pulls it to his left. It looked like the set was good. The snap was good. It was he just yanked it.
The crowd is standing and applauding for someone who's just returned from Afghanistan, a troop that's come home. So
makes me
nice
want to stand.
gesture.
Makes me want to stand and applaud him. After we whoop his tail tonight, we want to stand and applaud him.
And this is very much a military community here that is at this ball game. I mean, I kind of came on up and got in the press box, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, I didn't try to start any junk.
No.
Wiley's kicking it deep, and a nice kickoff as he kicks it down to about the 6-yard line.
That same number 11 that I was telling you about.
He's brought down by Wiley. He kicks it and goes down and makes the tackle. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Benedictine at the 33-yard line.
Brad Stewart, number 11. I said John Solitario, but Brad Stewart's number 11. Our quarterback, number 1, Stephen Powers, is just a sophomore.
That's about 3 sophomores. The Solitario is a sophomore as well.
Yeah. And this running back, what is he, number 33? Casey Hughes.
Flag down. It's going to be a false start against Benedictine. That's going to back them up 5 yards.
Well, I'll take 1st and 15 versus 1st and 5.
I'm telling you, I'll take anything they want to give me except touchdowns and field goals. I'll take fumbles.
Let's see. We got it on the 28-yard line, just nose touching the 28.
Yes, sir. It's going to be 1st and 15 now for Benedictine. We'll see. They've got a nice tall receiver down here.
Pitch it. They're going to power.
They're running around the right end, and that's number 2 for them, John Gaines, a junior running back. He takes it up to the 36-yard line, so a gain of about 8 yards on that play there. It's going to be 2nd down and 7.
You know, this kind of looks like that first play kind of looks like what Toombs done to us a little bit. Just turn and pitch it and wait for somebody a crease to open.
I am telling you, in this region, every week it is, it's teams we've never played before. And now they're just trying the other side now as Drell Green does get out there. He brings the ball carrier down, but it's going to be right at the 1st down marker.
Our defensive end got.
They're going to give him a 1st down, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Benedictine. Sorry, Rev, what were you saying?
Our defensive end got pinched in a little bit. We just can't lose contain on a situation like that. We got to be able to turn them in, and if they can catch the corner, then our defensive backs are going to have to come up and make the play.
Well, and what you see is we have speed and athleticism on the defensive end position, and they've got brawn. And they give it to some brawn there as number 34 for Benedictine, Jacobson.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he just said, Jacobson.
Yep.
Not Jacobson, but Jacobson. Jacobson on the carry. It's only going to be a gain of about 3, 2nd down and 7.
I don't think he has any ancestors in Bacon County.
I don't think so. Sounds like he made a tractor, like maybe his, family made tractors or something somewhere. He was plowing on that one. 2nd down and 7. Let's see if our defense can hold. It's a pass. He is open, and he hits him right in stride, and he is going to score, and that is the number 11, Brad Stewart, that you were talking about. That was just a beautiful play, left-handed quarterback, as Powers just stepped back and put it right on the money. And Rev, he beat our defensive back there, but if they can connect like that, you don't see that very often in high school football, where the quarterback steps back and throws it 35 yards down the field and hits the man in stride, right on the money.
No,
perfectly executed play.
It's just a lack of discipline, a lack of doing what we're supposed to do.
The extra point attempt is good, so they're going to take a 7-6 lead here with 4 minutes and 43 seconds to go in this first quarter. We've already seen 2 scores.
We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be back with y'all as soon as the kickoff comes.
Well, we got our answer there, and we got it quick as Benedictine.
That's what they're calling them over
now
here.
That's what they said. I've always called them Benedictine from down there south.
I always say Dentine chewing gum, not Dentin.
Well,
Benedictine.
It's Benedictine.
Yeah.
So here we go. They kick it off again. It's going to be a fair catch. We're not going to fair.
And they're
I don't know what Devontae O'Neal was thinking. He just runs right by it. They recover it. They fall on it. It just skips and stops right there on the 38-yard line. and they jump on it. So we just kind of watch it and look at it, and we don't cover it. It's going to be 1st and 10, Benedictine. That don't even sound right, does it?
Well,
they're having some discussion. Maybe Tron waved for a fair catch there and was unable to get to it. They're going to talk about it and give it to Benedictine. Huge play in this contest. They're going to have it 1st and 10, so they score immediately, and now they're going to get it here at the 38, 37-yard line. They are in business. And quite often after a turnover like this, you see a team try to go for the jugular. Let's see what they do here. Powers gets everybody under control, and they just run right up the middle. He still wasn't wanting to go down. Was that 34 for them? Jacobson.
Let's just call him Jacobson.
All right, Jacobson.
Can we do that?
Jacobson takes it. It's a gain of 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. And our defense has got to show some tenacity here. We've got to have some fight and some resolve and keep the momentum from totally swinging.
There.
He sidesteps that tackle that was right there. That's number 33 for Benedictine, Casey Hughes, another sophomore running back. We are in position, and I know it's early yet. We just need to kind of step in and make the play. It's 3rd down and 3. They don't look like they're going to outspeed us here tonight early. It doesn't look like they have.
There's just going to be disciplined football.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they have great speed. Looks like they just are going to be where they're supposed to be. You can tell they're looking to run it right here.
They're fixing to go left, looks like. Nope. Good play.
That's the same running back, a little sophomore running back. We hit him and don't wrap him up, and he jumps forward for a gain of a couple yards when it should have been no gain on the play. He just simply fights for it. It's going to be 4th down and about a half a yard maybe.
Well, I'm going to flip a coin here. I'm saying they're going to either run it straight up the middle or they're going to do a
hard count. We have some confusion on defense about what we're going to do. They snap it quick, and they get it. Yeah, they get it. Same play. We weren't set. Might have been a good time to call a timeout. We just didn't have – things didn't look like we were together on what we were going to do on defense there, but they quick count it and get the 1st down. Wasn't much, just enough to get the 1st down. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cadets at the 26-yard line. So we came out and scored to start the ball game. They get it back on a big play. They score it 7-6. Hate to say bad guys because they're a military school, but Benedictine, they hand it off, and the big Jacobson again, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line. He just kind of went right up in a little hole there. He didn't do anything special. He's even tiptoeing, and he's making it down 10 yards. It's going to be another 1st and 10 for Benedictine. I ain't calling it Benedictine either. I can't do it. 1st and 10 for the Cadets. There's 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. We have got to find an answer here on defense, and not just tonight. I know Coach has done some shifting and maneuvering, trying to find different players. Same play, they hand it to 34, Jacobson, and he doesn't want to go down immediately, and he falls forward for another yard. He's down just shy of the 10-yard line, about a 4-yard gain, we'll call it, on 1st down. It's going to be 2nd down and 6, and this is what the Cadets are going to want to do all night long.
This is it.
They can
Keep
get 4 yards
off the ball, off the field. Same thing we're going to try to do.
Yep.
We need somebody to step up big right here.
And their big bruising running back, Jacobson, in the backfield, 34.
There we got him.
They give it to number 2, and he skates free. We don't wrap up. We just we're in the area, but we're not making the play right now. John Gaines squirts forward after being bottled up initially. He's going to have a 1st and goal down at the 4-yard line for the Cadets, and we just have not stopped them to this point. Less than a minute to go in this ball game when they wind the clock here in the ball game in the first quarter.
In the spirit of equal time, everyone up for this offense.
1st and goal for the Cadets. They're not doing anything fancy. Handoff off the left side that time, and that's going to be a touchdown for Benedictine, and that was number 33, Casey Hughes, a sophomore running back. He just jumped in a hole there. They even had a wide stance there from the center to the guard. They probably had 2 or 3 feet between them spacing, and they just run it right in that hole.
Well, they're making big holes. We're going to have to make some adjustments. If I'm them, I'm not changing a thing that I'm doing. I'm going to do what I'm doing until they stop it.
They kick it. We block it. That is
great play.
That is Payson. Yeah, Payson Sams
that's
blocks that
big.
extra point. Yeah, that could be huge. Just 13-6 with 36 seconds to go in the first quarter. So we come out, score, jump on them, and now they've given us 13 unanswered, partly due to us not covering a kickoff. Let's see if we can recover this kickoff as we start. And their goal clearly is to kick it to the sideline and hope what happens a second ago happens again. And so,
all we got to do is call a fair catch. All we got to do is call a fair catch and get up underneath it. And they can't hit us. If they do, it's our ball plus a penalty.
Yep.
Sometimes, it's the little intricacies of the game right here that we fall short of. Same thing happened to us last year, the first kickoff against Seminole County in the playoff, to our same player.
Yeah, special teams has been our downfall all year. We've not had good special teams, but
I don't know if we just don't, if we don't have time to work on it. I know that it's a point of, concern for the coaching staff.
They've got the welcome to the jungle going on. They are ready to play some football here. Now, we are in this ball game 13-6, 36 seconds to go in the first quarter. We've just got to put it together here. We have the athletes on the field that will match up well from what I'm seeing to this point. I believe we're going to have some big gains here tonight, and they kick it to where we're not, and that ball is going to go out of bounds as well.
Just give it to us on the 35. I'll take it every time.
I don't know if I might want to see them re-kick one. We're not. We're going to take it at 35. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders here. The umpire spots the ball on the right hash mark.
We really need a long, sustained drive right here with an extra point at the end.
Well, and as I was, yeah, absolutely. As I was saying a second ago, it's going to be an interesting contest because you've seen what Benedictine is going to do. They're going to get 4 and 5 yards at a time, and I don't see them breaking off a 70, 80-yard run tonight. Maybe I definitely don't see. I don't think it's going to happen, but
Get back,
I can
son.
see us. I can see us coming up with a big play and scoring quickly on a long run. We do not much there. A gain of about a yard. Merritt just didn't have a hole. He just stuck his nose up in there and got what he could. It's going to be 2nd down and 9. But as I was saying there, Rev, I can see us getting the edge and taking it to the house.
I can too, and it's coming. We've only tried to run the ball wide one time, and we pitched it to Drell, who bobbled it a little bit. We into the first quarter. Thought we was fixing to take a timeout. We didn't get to mention in the beginning because of a little bit of technical difficulty, but we want to also thank Cohen's of Alma, Southeast Propane, and Flash Foods for our pregame and postgame show. We appreciate all that they do. And, of course, C. Bennett and Johnson Insurance Agency right there in Alma, Georgia. You can we ask you if to be sure and do business with our patrons and do business with the people that do business with us, and we ask you that you do that. Right now, we got a score of 13-6. We rewind it and got a brand new quarter that's taking place. I hope we have the same results that we had the beginning of the first quarter, and you can see a lot of pride over here in this school. They got some of their young kids, their elementary school kids that are walking by in their uniforms. They pumping their arms. Just an exciting, especially this age. It's just a lot of fun when it's this age.
Yeah, this is a big stadium too. I bet a lot of those kids have quarters for eyes right now. They are loving it. I feel good. I'm telling you. I know we're down 13-6, but I see a lot of possibilities out on the football field here tonight. I don't know if you can see it at home, but I really think we stand a good chance here. I came in nervous, worried about these guys, and I know we haven't stopped them at all, but I'm hoping we can make a few adjustments here and stop what they're doing. They're not doing anything fancy, and they probably haven't done anything fancy all year. But I'm thinking we're about to hit a big one here. Thrift under center. He goes left, and he pitches it out to Wiley. Wiley gets the edge.
Great catch by TJ.
And Thrift has been high with those pitches thus far and a little back. That's a tough catch to make when you're running one way and you have to reach over back high behind you.
Thank God for TJ's athleticism.
And he's a tall boy, too.
Yeah.
But you see what we get. That play took an extra 2 seconds, it seemed like, in the backfield because of the bobble and the pitch. If we can get a clean play on the edge, that play right there was far from perfectly executed, and it still got a good 7 yards. It's going to be third down, and we'll call it a long 3.
Call a timeout. Good timeout. Let's make sure that we get the right play in.
So only with 9 seconds, one play burned in this second quarter here. We call a timeout. And I guess, we haven't seen an opportunity to see a lot of speed from Benedictine, and I know that number 11 showed a lot of speed on that pass play, but I'm just hoping and hedging my bets here. I really think if we can not turn the ball over and we can – just play like what we talked about in the pregame. If we can put it together, I really believe we can come out of here with a victory tonight. But it's not going to be playing like we played that first quarter, making some of those mistakes. We've got to overcome. And if we're a good football team right now, and we're playing good football. But if we want to play great football and be a great football team, those are the kind of mistakes we've got to do away with. And so I look forward to seeing these Red Raiders put it together here tonight and put on a great performance and get out of here with a victory. And we try to give them a dose of their own medicine, and Thrift, if he can get it under him, he hits Devontae O'Neal in the hands, spun the defensive back around, and if he could have gotten more air under it, it would have been an even bigger play, but great nonetheless, and that's been Devontae's M.O. this year, just kind of throw it up, and he'll come down with it and make a play, and that's riding the roller coaster here with high school football players.
That was great.
On one play, you're thinking, come on, guy, cover it, and then on the next one, he makes a superb play, as we've seen him make all year long. He's made play after play for this Red Raider football team. Awesome football player. The
thing that Devontae does is he goes up to the pinnacle of where the ball's coming down, and he catches it in his hands up high. And that was a play that Benedictine give up on, and we didn't. Devontae kept doing it. Great play by Matt.
Yeah, I'll take that one on.
And Matt.
Just a wide open hole. Nobody home there as Matt just keeps it off the left side, and that might be why it was wide open. Flag on the play, and we are going to have a holding call against the Red Raiders. That'll bring it back. So that negates a huge play there by the Red Raiders.
We've not had very many holding calls this year.
We have not.
I don't know what that was about.
I didn't see it. We're up here kind of high in the in the danger zone up here. I'm expecting some F-1s or something to fly over. And
speaking of that, I saw these big cargo planes kept flying over Savannah, and you was talking about being in a military town. When they flew over, I was glad they was on our side. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad they had the red, white, and blue.
That's going to back us up 10 yards, or it looks like about 9 yards maybe. 8 yards, I guess. It's going to be first down in about 18, so Thrift under center here. We'll try it again. And he does the same thing, and he gets about 6 or 7 back. It's going to be second down and 11. 10 minutes and 55 seconds to go in this first half. Our Red Raider offense has looked really good tonight. Our defense, clearly we have to make some adjustments to their power running game, but we're going to remain optimistic here. I'm feeling pretty good about our chances if we can just
Did
keep
we just have to bring in a center?
I did not see. Devontae O'Neal comes down here.
We're very close to having a delay of game.
Merritt spins, and he totes 2 more ball players, and he goes all the way down to about the 7-yard line. Nice run by DeJuan Merritt. Rev, I'm telling you, we got this.
To get 2 yards.
I'm telling you, we're coming out of here with a victory tonight.
I love it. I like it the way when you talk like that.
I am
You make me happy.
If
you
we,
make Pappy happy.
You know, if we don't fumble 17 times and do some of the things we've seen that we're capable of doing, if we put it on them and just execute, we're going to come out of here with a victory, folks.
All right, let's don't get a penalty, guys. Let's get this play.
Third down and short here for our Red Raiders. I was really worried about their defensive line. You know, we were told they were bigger, faster, and stronger than what we've seen to this point. And Thrift again keeps it, and he goes in for the score. And I'm telling you, they have not found an answer for Matt Thrift here early tonight. That's going to be a touchdown. Bacon County, 13-12, 9 minutes and 27 seconds to go. Big extra point attempt here. TJ Wiley comes in, sets the tee down. Thrift is set to hold it, and I'm feeling good right now. Your Red Raiders are putting on a show in Savannah State University Stadium here. Wiley kicks it up, and the kick is good. That's what we needed. It's a 13-13 ball game, and I don't know if the cadets were looking for it, but we here.
Yep.
We ready.
Well, you know what? They hit us with a good shot. They like a big heavyweight. They hit us with a good shot and rattled us a little bit, but we got to the corner. We got a little water, got a little Epsom salt. We got a little ammonia tablet in our nose, and we've come back and we've answered. And now we're fixing to settle down for some slobber knocker football. We're fixing to settle down to see just who wants it the most. And you know what? Bacon County traditionally is the team that wants it the most.
Well, we are going to have to stop their defense. They have done nothing special. They've thrown one big pass, but it seems as though they've got grease on them a little bit. We just aren't wrapping up, and we're doing some sloppy things that generally happens in the beginning of the ball game, and it kind of gets cleared up here. So I look for a big stop by our Raider defense here. Set the tone.
I sure am not making excuses, but our boys are tired. They are tired. This open date, we really need an open date to mend a little bit, get our legs back up underneath us a little bit.
Wiley set to kick it away.
Good kick.
It's
now hit him.
Taken at about the 11-yard line. He comes out. It's set up. They have blocked it well. And we are not going to catch him. I wouldn't have thought that, as 33 takes it to the house. Casey Hughes, we had a little bit of an angle on him, but Casey Hughes outruns him, takes it all the way down, and again, special teams has been our downfall. That's 2 big plays that have cost us on special teams. It's 19-13, the Cadets. Our defense never steps on the field. 9 minutes and 13 seconds to go here in the first half. And Benedictine's taking a 19-13 lead, and they're set to kick the extra point here. As Brandon DeLoach sets up another sophomore, he kicks it up, and the kick is good. It's going to be 20-13, and they have one of those cannons as well there, Rev. That cannon's already went off about 3 times. That's all I care to hear it. 20-13. We'd like to thank C. Bennett & Johnson for making this broadcast possible. We do appreciate it. C. Bennett & Johnson Insurance. We're going to take a moment here to take a break. We'll be back with you momentarily as soon as play resumes. All right, we're back here as the Cadets are set to kick it away. As they kick it right into the ground, and it goes off of a couple of our defenders. We do fall on it on the 25-yard line, and we are looking beautiful on special teams tonight. I'm telling you what, something special. 1st and 10, Red Raiders. Time to regroup, put the offense together, and watch that number 6 run around the left and right side for another score.
They're not going to let us get the ball deep and form a wedge.
9 minutes and 12 seconds here to go in this first half. Rev, tell me what you're thinking.
Well, they've had a ball that they recovered on the about the 35-yard line on a kickoff, 40-yard line. They marched it in short field, and they had a long pass play. And then, that ball that they kicked off to us and recovered, they had a nice drive on it, and then they just hit us with a long drive. They've not had to earn it. We're having to earn everything we get right now.
The pitch off to the left side, and that goes nowhere. I think that was Richard Crawford, off the left side. That's going to be a loss of about a yard or two. It's going to be 2nd down and 11.
When he stuck his foot in the ground, he got to stumbling. Somebody laid the wood to him over there, too. He got hit pretty good.
This Benedictine Stadium now is rocking. They've got the We Will Rock You going, and they're feeling good. They know this is a big ball game as well, and each time they take the lead, that gives them more confidence.
Well, I'm running at number 23. He's fresh meat that's come in the game. I think he's their kicker, too. I'd see what he had.
And we've got 2 men going at the same time, I believe. We're going to kick it out here. We're going to have a nice run up to about the 30-yard line, but I think there's going to be 2 men in motion. Yep, illegal motion against Bacon County. We have 2 running backs going in different directions. We're looking like the Canadian Football League out there right now. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to be 2nd down and 16 for our Red Raiders. 20-13 ball game, 8 minutes and 17 seconds to go in this first half. Well, I guess the Whitecap's going to talk with them. I don't know where we ended up getting tackled. Oh, 2 penalties on the play. Now we're all going to talk about it. Hey, thank you, C. Bennett and Johnson, as we pause here as they talk with each other's coach to figure out what they want to do here. Thank you, C. Bennett and Johnson Insurance, for making this broadcast possible. There's been a time or two we've gotten caught up in the ball game, and we've forgotten to mention those guys, and so we really appreciate them for bringing you Bacon County Red Raider football here on Friday nights.
They got a block at the back they declined and an illegal shift that they took. So it's 2nd down and what did you say, 16?
I think it's vice versa. I think it's vice versa.
Well, he just showed that he declined the hold in the back.
Yeah, but okay, well, It might be. They may have. Okay. The block in the back might have been a little further downfield and a spot foul, and so they get more. Regardless, it's second down and about 16. We hand it off. Ronnie Peterson bumps off. A nice way to come around and block there by Richard Crawford. He sees Ronnie Peterson bounce it out, and he sticks his nose up in there and gets a block to allow Ronnie to get a little bit. It's a gain of about 7. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 for your Red Raiders.
Well, we bring the hands team in, so it looks like we're fixing to throw the football, and our tight end checks out.
There you go.
Everybody in the stadium knows we're fixing to throw it.
I'm sure these kids have been well-versed on Bacon County offense. They've seen it all before, and they respect it so much. I was fixing to say that now they change up, and Bacon County calls a timeout. The Cadets were scrambling a little bit on defense, deciding what they were going to do, as number 11 there didn't want to come out here. Brad Stewart didn't want to come out wide, but regardless, we call a timeout. 7 minutes and 12 seconds here to go in this first half. We are down 20-13. It's 3rd down and 10. We need a play here to keep this drive alive and to go down and score. We've got to answer. We can't give up possessions and fall behind to these guys. That is not in the place we want to be.
We've got to either have a stop or we've got to keep this momentum going and not give them time to score. Because if we go down 2 scores, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, they're just going to start to lean on us, and
that's right.
And we're going to get in a place that we don't want to be. I do not want to see them with a 2-touchdown lead going into the 4th quarter and have their running back starting to get going. That's been their MO. That's probably why they're 5-1 so far this year. So Thrift under center, 3rd down and 10. He passes, and that pass is intercepted. He was intended for Devontae O'Neal. It was intercepted. Not absolutely terrible. It was 3rd down. We were going to have to punt anyway. But regardless, they recover it, or they intercept it, and they get it down. Great field position at the 45-yard line. It's going to be first. He keeps it, and he stumbles up for a gain of a couple. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 for the Red Raiders. He just lost his footing a little bit. We've seen some Red Raiders lose their footing a time or two here. I'm sure that natural turf, I don't know what cleats they're using, but it's just about got to be a tennis shoe to make it work out there.
That's true. If you get on the side of a cleat where it's hard, if you make a cut and you kind of put too much on the side of your cleat, your feet will go out from under you on turf.
Thrift under center again. Wiley goes around wide. They pitch it out to him, and there was nothing happening there. That's probably one that Thrift should have kept. 3rd down. Here, that's going to be a loss of about 2 or 3 yards. We give them back what we just took from them. It's going to be back at the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 10. Big 3rd down here for the Red Raiders. Probably not going to look to do much. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this first half. And you can see it here early. They are where they're supposed to be. We may fool them once, but we can't come back to it when they're going to be there. And so they are just playing good football. They're just playing solid football. They haven't gotten rattled. They've just kind of maintained and kept coming back at us. So Devontae O'Neal breaks the huddle and comes out wide early. And now we call our final timeout of the period, or of the half. That's our 3rd and final timeout with 3 minutes and 52 seconds here to go in this first half. We are going to take a moment and take a break as well. We will be back to you as soon as play resumes.
Go Raiders. All right, we're back, everybody. It's 3rd and 10. We got trips to the right. Got a slot man.
What offense is this that we're running? Oh, that offense. DeJuan Merritt takes it. And so we just spread them all out and then run it up the middle. Boy, that's classic, isn't it?
That's a great play.
Yeah, we didn't want to do anything fancy. I was thinking in my head there, what are we fixing to do here down deep in our own territory?
We're going to hand it to DeJuan.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to spread them out and run it up the middle.
And Great. What was it, a 20-yard gain?
Yes, sir.
20
exactly, a 20-yard run. Nice run by DeJuan Merritt. He finishes it well, too. Sticks his face mask in a number. 1st and 10, Red Raiders. Ronnie Peterson backs out. He stiffs arm 2 twist, curls around, goes backwards.
He just needs to go down.
All effort there, trying to do it all in one play.
We just absolutely didn't put a hat on somebody. I don't know whose block it was, but we just absolutely didn't touch somebody.
And it's going to be a loss of 4.
Yeah, they met him a yard deep in backfield. Matt barely had time to get him the ball.
We've got cheerleaders on the other side. They've got cheerleaders. They got the band going. This is just a beautiful night. It's got to be, 65, 70 degrees outside, a little breeze blowing. MATTTHRIFT keeps it off the left side. Ronnie Peterson killed somebody out there as somebody came up to make the tackle on the ball carrier, what they thought it was going to be, and he just laid the wood to him. Thrift keeps it and goes around the left side. Beautiful play by Thrift. Another 1st and 10 for this Raider offense. And it's been there, Rev, all night. It's just time to put it all together.
That's right. Time is going to start to be a little bit of a factor. Us with no first downs, we're just going to have to keep.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 25 seconds here. We do not have any timeouts. 2 minutes and 15 seconds now in the half. Thrift under center. He keeps it, pitches it back to Drell Green. Drell gets out of bounds, which is probably the smartest thing.
Yeah.
A gain of a couple on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. That's not the big thing. The big thing is he gets out of bounds and stops the clock with 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go.
Good play by
in this
Drell.
First half.
As I'm looking, we can make some adjustments and do some things, but if we'll just do what we're coached to do, we'll keep our lanes. I know this is coached time and time again, but our kids go in and they get caught up in that, and they don't stay in their lanes to make the play that they're supposed to make. And next thing you know, a guy gets a little crease and he hits to the corner, and when we're not playing in our lanes, we don't have any help to help us outside. And
we've got trips right here. And Thrift keeps it, goes around the right side, and he cuts it up, and he gets down across the 40-yard line, down to the 39, 38. It's going to be 1st and 10 Raiders. The clock will stop as they move the chains. They'll restart it. There's 1 minute and 55 seconds to go in this first half. Great play by Matt Thrift.
Great play. He just outrun his pursuit, just flat outrun him.
And you can see it in his mind. He was thinking about running out of bounds. He knows how much time there is on the clock. And it did look like and just what he did, he put his foot in the turf and got an extra 5 yards, but he was one man away from taking that to the house.
You can see what Coach Johns has done now. He's taken our players.
And now they don't honor it. They put one man out there.
Yeah, we're fixing to throw one outside.
Yeah, we had two receivers out there. They only put one defender out there. A minute and 25 seconds.
Got to get it in. You know, we've made our timeouts count at big times, but, boy, I sure wish we had one right now. We've made them count. We've got first downs when we needed them. And
1 minute and 5 seconds. Thrift gets everybody where they're supposed to be. He rolls out. He just throws one up. And that's literally all he did was just throw it up. And number 11 there for the Cadets, Brad Stewart, intercepts it. He was the only one that had a real chance at it with 53 seconds to go in this first half. Matt Thrift is intercepted for the second time tonight, and that ends a promising drive.
Just didn't need to. He just rolling out. He just should have threw it out of bounds. He didn't need to try to force it at that play. On that play, we still had time.
Well, and you don't see that young man make many mistakes, but that was a clear mistake, just a mental error there. Probably the first one I've seen in
a while.
I don't want to say years, but a while, by Matt Thrift. Number 33 for the Cadets just takes it. Nice run of about 7 yards. He's wrapped up. 42 seconds. 40 seconds. The clock's ticking. I think Benedictine's happy to let this first half end.
Just don't let them get behind you, boys. Just don't let them get behind you.
Yeah, I can hear Coach Bordeaux saying, don't get beat deep. Don't get beat deep. 21 seconds to go, 15.
Ooh, there's a misdirection. Go ahead, Matt.
Number 2,
Go ahead, Matt.
Thrift wraps him up and slings him to the ground. I was going to say dirt. There's no dirt out there. Slings him to the
artificial
ground.
turf.
That's it. That's going to end the first half. And we are down 20-13 in this ball game. Played well, made a few mistakes. We've got a whole second half to see who's going to come out tonight in this hard-fought victory. We'd like to thank C. Bennett & Johnson for making this broadcast happen, and we're going to take a break now. We will return after halftime. Thank you.
Looking for a used car? Need your current car serviced? Come to Foster Roland Auto Mart in Baxley. Choose from a large selection of cars and motorcycles and ask us about financing options. We have a full detail shop as well as a service department. We offer oil changes, front end and four-wheel alignments, window tinting, and more. Check out our inventory at FosterRolandAutomart.net or stop by 289 East Parker Street in Baxley. With over 32 years of experience, Foster Roland Auto Mart is the place to go.
Welcome everybody to the Foster Roland Auto Mart touchdown, or not touchdown, but halftime show here from Savannah. It's Shane and Joe to give you some stats, give you some highlights, and maybe talk a little bit about where we did good, bad, and ugly in the first half. Joe, give us a few rundowns of the stats from the first half.
For the Raiders, they've come out, they've played strong. They look good. Had one little bit of turnover there, but have had 11 first downs, 24 rushes, 152 yards. 2 touchdowns involved in that rushing yardage, and that's been MATTTHRIFT had 2 touchdowns. Benedictine, 18 rushes for 69 yards. Got 3 receptions. One of them was a 40-yard touchdown pass, about a 45-yard touchdown pass. So they got a total of approximately 160 yards, 160 yards total offense.
So they got 2 big plays in that first half. The touchdown. Return back for a kickoff return for a touchdown, and then the long pass there.
Yep.
And again, as we've talked about each week, we're the only one stopping us again tonight.
Sure,
we're stopping ourselves.
Yeah, they've moved the ball well. That MATTTHRIFT has played a wonderful game. He's read. I mean, you've talked about it before. He is a wonderful option quarterback. He knows when to keep it, when to read it. He's done wonderful tonight. All the players have. They've come out defense, made some great stops. Had one big stop just before the half.
Yeah, that was big. And then we had a big third down there that when we ended up throwing an interception on this end, but that got us out of that hole where they couldn't score. And, I was a little worried, Joe, before this game. The kids got here walking out on this Savannah State field on the turf, this big stadium, the crowd here. And Benedictine has a pretty good crowd here. This place is packed on this side.
Yep.
But they've held it in check, and they've done a good job.
It's got to be intimidating. You look across the field, and we entered them in our computer for our stats. They had 96 players.
Yeah.
I was thinking, that's David and Goliath.
They got their own zip code.
Exactly right.
But, no, folks, they've played a good football game. It's just the simple things that continue to hound us. We've had a couple penalties that hurt us there, put us back. But we had a 3rd and long there you mentioned earlier, Joe, that got us out of the hole down there. Those are the kind of things we do. They have not stopped us on offense.
No.
Matt got a little in a hurry a while ago and threw that interception down on this end. No, he could take it back, he would.
Listen, I can tell you, as big a play as we've had in this game yet, we had 3rd and 10 from the 10, and Bacon County picked up the first down, flipped the field on them, because if we'd have had to punt, if we hadn't gained that first down and had to punt for down them, we'd have set them up with some good field position then.
Yeah, another good Achilles heel for us is our special teams. And again, we've had a kickoff return, and we had I wouldn't call it a onside kick, but just a pooch kick they did us, and we acted like it was a punt and tried to get out of the way of it. And that's killing us too, because that's put 3 of their scores have come off mistakes from us.
Yep.
Joe. So
well, without them 2 things, we're ahead in this game, and I'll give our players credit. That they've had them 2 big things happen to them, and it's easy when those big situations happen to you. If you ain't careful, you can get down and get yourself in a bad situation.
And not taking anything from Benedictine, that front line of Benedictine, that defense is a strong physical bunch. They're playing hard. I'm not thinking they're picking up the ball very well on us right now. They've got us picked up on that pitch outside, but none of those inside runs off that veer, we're killing them on it right now, and they haven't stopped us. And I think if the boys come back out with the right frame of mind, we should do a good job in this second half.
Oh, yeah. They're in this thing. There's no doubt. We got it right where we want it. Being away from home and it this close, we got it right where we want it.
Well, hopefully we've Bobby's alluded to several times in the past, we play good in the second half when we're down. It doesn't seem like we take our foot off the throttle when we're up by a few scores. We don't have that problem to deal with tonight, which I wouldn't call a problem. But, Lord, when they're coming out on the field, it looks like half the brigade from Fort Stewart just walked out here from Benedictine. They got so many players on that end of the field.
I can tell you what, that kickoff return come right after we drove down and scored a touchdown, and they get the ball, kick it off. And I'm telling you, they got two kids. It's their fullback and their halfback, and they are men.
Yeah, they are.
You better get a hold of them guys. They are men now.
And another thing here in the second half, they get the ball to start the game or start the second half with, so we got to come out and do a good stop, get the ball and do some of that offensive possession like we like to do, and
get that momentum swung in our way.
Yeah,
for this thing to be as far from our house as what we are, we got a good crowd followed us here tonight.
Yeah, we got a lot bigger crowd than it looks like because they're scattered out. I mean, you can't tell when I think that side sits about 2,500, 3,000 folks, and we're it just makes us look small over there.
That's exactly right. But there's a good turnout, though. There's a good turnout. Players and both teams back on the field now, limbering up for the second half. So we're about to get ready to get this thing started here in a couple of minutes. And I'm kind of looking forward to it. It's been exciting first half.
It's been a fun game. And I would like to say if you experience any difficulties in the first half as far as technical difficulties, we had a small issue there. We think we got it fixed. So just bear with us. We're still working on a shoestring budget, and we're doing the best we can with what we've got. The folks here at Benedictine were asking before the game how we're doing, what we're doing. So I kind of took a moment of pride there because a big private school like Benedictine wasn't even doing what we're doing. So
listen, it's good to have this thing for the folks who can't make it to these games and they can go online and watch it. That's very exciting because there was a couple times last year I didn't get to go, and I was proud to have it on there.
Yeah, we wish everybody could come, and for those fans that were not able to come, we hope you'll stay tuned in the second half. It will be exciting half because I guarantee you Bobby and Coach Garrison and those other coaches have got the players all pumped up and ready to play a good second half. And I can say the positive of us being down 2013, Joe, is we play hard, and I think we'll be a different team in the second half.
I think you're right. I think we'll come out strong. I think they know now that they can play with these guys. They come out and look, and they're a little bit intimidating when you first walk out and look at them. But I think now and then figured out we can run this ball and play good against them.
Yeah, I think that was a big mental thing for them getting to that first half. And I say, you shoulda, coulda, woulda, but if a few things go a different way, we're up pretty good right now. So.
Oh, yeah. 2013, travel this far against a team like this in a setting like this. This is something I promise you these kids right here, they'll never forget coming to this place, sitting in this field. And it's very impressive here.
Yeah, it's a nice field. Hopefully one day we'll have something nice like this in Bacon County. Not
that's
quite
right.
as big, but anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, it's coming.
So we appreciate it. We want to thank Foster Roll and Auto Mart for sponsoring Halftime Show. Shout out to Brent Johnson's up in the mountains with his family. Couldn't be here tonight. I know he's hating that, but Brent, we miss you. Wish you were here. But we're going to try to do something good here in the second half and come back and win a football game.
Hold on. Let me tell you, the funny thing about this is watching for Brent, if he's listening, the funny thing is trying to watch Shane watch this game and video this game. That's as exciting as being watching the game.
Well, if you look it up in an encyclopedia, you'll see a definition of ADD.
That's exactly right. But we have been helped, though. We got T-Boy Carter and Clay Dean helping us spot, so we right where we need to be.
Yeah, we're good. So, anyway, folks, hang in for the second half. We'll be right back with you.
In this moment, It doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes, or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Welcome back, everybody, as we begin the second half. T.J. Wiley has the ball set down and is about to kick off. BC won the flip at the beginning and deferred to the second half. We kicked the ball off and went right straight to them. That's the second week in a row that we've had a kick like that, just to try to keep it out from going deep. And they've got it, looks like, on the 47-yard line, 47.5-yard line. They're on 47.5-yard line, 11 minutes and 56 seconds left in the third quarter, so we're just underway, and let's see if we've got an answer. They've made some adjustments. We've made some adjustments, and we're going to see which team comes out here and executes the best.
That team's going to come away with a victory tonight.
That's right.
Fumble ball on the ground. Real Green scoops it up and gets it. Huge play to start. Woo!
We needed that.
I was thinking the same thing. I saw 6.
I did too.
I saw 6 plus 1. Okay, well, a big play there by the Raider defense. Ball carrier, I believe, was number 2 for Benedictine.
Did
John,
he even get hit?
John Gaines. I think he just stumbled. Maybe his own player hit him low, but the ball just popped out.
Boy, we needed that.
We haven't gotten much of that this year.
We have not.
The teams we have played against have held it, and we've given it up, hadn't we?
That's right.
Big play to start this. They give it back to us, basically. Now we're even in the turnover. Well, we've made some a couple extra interceptions, but possessions that really count. This could be a big one for the Red Raiders. Oh, Matt Thrift stutter step, fakes like he's going to throw it, and makes something out of nothing. They had players there. Matt made a couple of them think twice and then ran by them. He gets 4 yards out of nothing.
That was a good play.
Yep, going to be 2nd down and 6 here to start this second half. I like what I'm seeing already.
Man, we got to carry this in and score. This is huge. We can take momentum real quick. It would be huge for us. Coach Johns calls in the plays. Matt brings the troops up underneath center. Looks over the field. Takes a snap. There he goes again.
Thrift keeps it again. Breaks a tackle. Breaks free. It gets all the way up there down to the 22-yard line. Thought he was stopped, and he said, no, sir.
That's just a tough young man right there. Tough young man.
Beautiful play by Thrift as he was bottled up immediately. Didn't have much, gain of a couple, and then they just didn't wrap up, and he broke through, kept the legs going, and you can see the strength. He doesn't look like much on the football field, maybe to some, but he is a strong young man for his size. He uses that strength to break a tackle and takes it down to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 after a big turnover here for Bacon County. And a flag on the play. It's going to be hopefully offsides on them. The neutral zone infraction. We'll see who the call's on. He's going to call it on us again.
We've got one receiver that's having trouble getting lined up right. I think it was called on him the last time. He gets his foot across the line of scrimmage. He's having trouble distinguishing where the ball is from where he's at. I don't know if the field has a little bit of a slope to it, and he's having trouble with that. It looks to me like it's just a flat field. I don't know about you, Lance. Do you see any slope to it at all, like some high school fields are?
No, it looks flat. They probably have drain tiles in where they need to be, and
right.
The drainage goes away. But all that receiver has to do is look about 2 yards to his left and ask, is he okay? And that umpire will let him know. It's going to be 1st and 15 now. Thrift keeps it. He's just going to keep it and go around the left side. Another nice run by Matt Thrift.
Yes, now we're going to be 2nd and 5. He picks up 10 quick yards.
And it has finally become football weather here,
It's a
Rev.
little chilly, isn't it?
I'm telling you, I love it.
I do too.
It is nice, cool breeze over here in Savannah, Georgia. I was worried about saying that, so just kind of had a little fever breakout. I'm still them suckers are still in my mind.
We want to give a real quick shout out to Brent Johnson, who is normally over our media, Mr. Everything as far as media is concerned. He and his wife are doing a little bit of vacationing with a long weekend, and just want to say hey to Brent. Matt takes the snap, hands the ball off to Ronnie, and Ronnie's fighting. He may pick up a couple of yards by just pure wanting it, if that's what you want to call it.
The officials do a good job there of blowing the whistle to keep, bad things from happening there. You want to go ahead and, once the forward momentum is stopped, to go ahead and blow that thing dead. That's just what they did.
Sooner or later we'll get stripped if you're not careful.
9 minutes and 10 seconds here to go in this third quarter. His second half is just underway. We've gotten a big turnover if you're just jumping in here with us. We've taken it down to the 15-yard line. Benedictine got the ball to start the second half. We get it. If we carry, it's going to be close to a first down.
From the mark from the official on the far side, it looks like we did pick up a first down.
And they're going to call timeout, and he's signaling first down.
Yes.
You got that eagle eye out there on you, don't you, Ref?
Well, I don't know about that. I was just watching the guy come in from the side where he was lined up versus where the sticks were.
Well, we said it in the first half.
I don't know nothing about electronics.
oh, sorry.
Was that electronics?
I don't know. We said in the first half we liked the way our guys looked on the football field, and we really felt like we had a chance to come away with a victory here tonight. Thrift keeps it. He turns it up, and he just pulls two, breaks away from one, and he just totes 99 for Benedictine for about 3 yards as he keeps his feet moving down to the 6-yard line. We can pick up a first down at about the 1-yard line, so it's second down and 5 for the Red Raiders. Just what we needed here to start the second half. Let's hope we can get it and then make the adjustments we need to on defense. It will
Matt Thrift's having a huge night tonight. I mean, we know he runs the offense very, very well, but they have – it looks like they've come in and said the fullback's not going to beat us. And Matt, he's really having to read the option tonight, and he's doing a masterful job of it.
Well,
there he goes.
Merritt all the way down. Yeah. That's going to be close to being a first down.
It may
he
be
takes it down to about the 1-yard line, yeah.
Great.
They're going to mark it at about the 2 now, so it's going to be just short, third down.
I hope this doesn't sound like a negative comment, but for the first time in a couple of quarters, it looks like we're clicking a couple of quarters of football. Since the first quarter, really, of the Long County game last week, we really hit on all cylinders, and then we got a little bit distracted. Now it looks like we're hitting on all cylinders again. Are you feeling the same thing?
Yeah, we looked a little tired here to start the game, like we just were sluggish. But, yeah, you can see, Thrift he makes something out of nothing there. Thrift and Merritt bang heads. He didn't get in. They're going to call him down. I think he did fall across.
I thought he did too, man. It looked awful close.
Well, the reason I'm laughing, folks, is Thrift turns around to hand it to him, and Merritt about tackles him. He just says, forget it then, and falls forward himself and gets the first down. It's going to be first and goal at about the 1-foot line. Great answer here. You said we're going to look to give him an answer, and as soon as you said that, I was wondering what kind of answer we were going to have. Sometimes that answer isn't always the best thing, but this is the answer I was looking for. First and goal for the Red Raiders at the 1-foot line. Ronnie Peterson over the top. I think he watched some Herschel videos on that one.
When he hit the ground, the ball came loose, but as he crossed the goal line, he was in control, and thank God we don't have instant replay. Both officials signal touchdown. We'll take it. The score 20-19 with 6 minutes and 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Man, I'm anxious about this extra point,
I really, really like the way we're looking on the field tonight. I like the way our guys – I was really worried that the line of scrimmage would just be dominated by Benedictine tonight, and we would just have to depend on the big play. But we've put some good drives together here. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Huge score to start this second half here as Bacon County gets the turnover, takes it down, makes them pay and say, hey, we are here to play some football tonight in Savannah, Georgia, 20-20. Thank you, C. Bennett and Johnson. Talk to me, Rip.
Well, it's a great play. About time, like we said early on, it's about time we get a turnover. We've had turnover-itis going the wrong way. We've had special team bloops. We've had different things that we've had to fight through, and finally we get something going our way a little bit, and we make it count. We take the opening possession of the third quarter of the second half, and we take it, and we make it count, and we bring it back to an even. We're 0-0 again, or 20-20, whatever you want to call it. Either way, 6 minutes and 39 seconds with our offense and the conditioning that I know our players are in. I feel good. As long as we'll just continue to play Bacon County football, it's going to be very difficult for Benedictine to stop us, but they are a worthy opponent. This game is nowhere near decided. We still have a lot of football to play.
Yeah, you can definitely see why. And we try a little squib kick again, and it's going to be taken at about the 25-yard line and run up to about the 34.
I'll take it.
Yeah, and you can see we've had enough of that kicking it deep and trying some coverage. So we do the squib kick again.
Now, if our defense come out here and answer, and I think we're ready, it looks like you can just tell by the body language that we've got our heads lifted a little bit high. We're patting each other on the behind, telling everybody, let's go, let's get up. And we need a big play. Old number 6 has played huge for us tonight, hasn't he? You know what? I think he may have set the tone there towards the end. After he threw that interception, he grabbed that running back and slung him down, and it fired everybody up. And
yes,
I don't think we've come off that yet. Hit him.
33, just kind of picking his way up the middle there for Benedictine. He's had some big plays on the football field tonight. There was nothing much there as Casey Hughes just kind of
picking up 4,
looking for something, but
he picked up a little over 4 yards.
We do corral him. I guess there was more than it looked like, and that's the way this Benedictine offense runs. It doesn't look like they're doing anything, but that big offensive line's pushing our guys 2 yards back, and we have to revert to our speed to cut through to get them.
Now, there you go. Where's our linebackers? That was a great play by who was that? Was that Richard?
I believe
Crawford?
That was Richard Crawford that turned him up.
Yeah, that was
there was nobody there.
He read
on the
his
backside.
Yet I don't know where the linebackers were at. It was supposed to be filling, but he sure done his job by flying up and making them turn inside.
They pick up the first down there, and this is where we're going to have to stop. We've kind of been back and forth in this ball game. One team scores, the other team answers, and this is the kind of ball game we figured it would be. But we just need to come up with a couple of stops on defense here in the second half, and if we can score every time, we will make it happen. 33 jumps through he hit the hole hard then. That's a sophomore, Casey Hughes. He hit the hole hard.
Kid runs hard, doesn't he?
Yes, sir. Another 5-yard gain on first down, 2nd and 5 for the Cadets, and this is not the territory that we want them in second down.
I don't know how you can get any closer to being in the midfield than what they are, do you?
Yeah.
Ball sitting dead on the 50-yard line.
Same play, this time with Jacobson, the bigger back, and he just kind of runs up in there. It's going to be 3rd down and about 2.
We need a big stop right here.
Yeah, this is going to be a big play for our Red Raider defense. Benedictine has a big crowd here tonight, and this is a very civilized crowd here, Rev. I was in the concession stand, as my daughter calls it, and I was waiting in line, and like no other concession stand I've been in before, I felt like I was buying a movie, ticket or something. They had us roped off and going through one at a time. So they line up to pass it, and they convert, and we do not wrap up immediately. Luckily, the safety comes over and makes the play. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Cadets at the 33-yard line. You can tell they can pass if they need to. They don't want to. They'd rather just run it right at us, and that gives them a new, fresh set of downs. It's 4 minutes to go in this third quarter. We don't want to see this.
No, and Payson, Sam comes up a little bit gimpy right here. I think he's all right. He may have just got a Charlie horse or got hit on his leg or something. He's lined up. There we go. All right, bring it in. There you go. That's where you. Oh!
He still didn't want to go down. We hit him 3 or 4 times by 3 or 4 different defenders. He kept spinning around. It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12. As that defense on the left side, led by Ronnie Peterson, had them fired up before the play even started. And now they're going to probably come back to this side. They keep trying the strong side of the field. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this third period.
They were having a lot of success with number 2, and they went away from him, and I don't understand that really. Uh-oh, here we go.
They fake it, and they set the pass. He throws a deep one.
No.
And he does not catch it. He was right there. The receiver had fallen down, and the ball just did hit the dirt. There I go saying dirt again on this artificial turf.
I think it's okay to say that.
Hold
on, let me check. Yep.
Okay,
I checked
right,
up top,
good.
and they said it was all right.
All right. It is. The receiver does. That's number 11. He's given us a fit all night. That's Brad Stewart, a sophomore. He made a great play, great catch. The ball, I think he caught it. But we're going to say it bounced. Who am I for?
It didn't look like a catch to me.
He had his hand set. That's right. He had his hand. It was a nice play. He set a throw back again. They do the old wheel route, and he throws it out to the right side, and he's got somebody there, 33 again. And T.J. Wiley makes a nice open field tackle, but that was just a great play by the Cadets as they run the running back in motion, look left, and then throw back right, and he was wide open. 1st and goal for the Cadets.
I'm still feeling good. They're pulling all their bags of tricks out.
Yeah, we're making them do a little something different now. They know that this is a big possession for them. They're going to have to score. Now they've got Jacobson and Hughes in the backfield. Both of their running backs, they give it to the back one, and we stand him up and push him back. He gets close to the goal line, though. It's going to be 2nd down and goal from about the 1-foot line. As this sophomore running back, Hughes, it doesn't look like he's, taking much effort or anything, but he's putting results on the football field. It's going to be 2nd down and goal for the Cadets now at the 1-foot line. Our defense has not stopped them yet tonight.
Don't you let 11 inside of you. No, score.
They give it to big 34, Jacobson, and he just tractors in for the score. 1 minute and 54 seconds to go in this third quarter, and you can see what kind of ball game we're going to be in tonight. This just might come down to who has the ball last, Rev.
It may do it.
The cannon goes off again, and in a game like this, all these little extra points really mean a lot. Cadets line up. The kick is up, and the kick is good. It's going to be 27-20. Benedictine, as they say. 27, and the good guys 20. Thank you, C. Bennett and Johnson, for making this broadcast happen. We appreciate you, C. Bennett and Johnson Insurance. Rev, how do you feel?
Well, I don't feel as good as I did just a few minutes ago, but I still feel like we've got a very good opportunity to win this football game. We're behind right now, 27-20, but I feel like we can score if we don't hurt ourselves. Stopping them has got to be where it's an issue. They seem to pull things out of the hat, and here again, it's just it's lack of discipline, lack of playing. Our kids, I don't know if we get tired and our focus gets a little bit off, or they just really have us fooled that much. But you know,
well, their offense has just been clicking all night. You know, their offensive line has provided good protection. You know, usually we're in the backfield wreaking havoc, and we just have not been there tonight, and that's due to that offensive line. They've got some big boys up front, and they've just made it happen. They kick it, line drive.
What are you doing?
And Tron Folsom puts his knee on the ground. He made a super catch. That ball was going 100. I blinked, and it was like the old pitcher who pitches the ball, and they hit it, and he's like, look what I found in my glove. So Tron gets it. He recovers at the 36-yard line. He puts his knee down. They've got it marked back further than that, but he's going to be at the 36. He was down.
Yeah, he slipped down and put his knee down. It's not bad starting position.
1st and 10 for the Red Raiders. As long as they keep scoring, we've got to answer them. And so,
you know, somebody I've not heard a lot out of tonight, I don't know that he's touched the ball, is Greg Wright. If he touches the ball on a pitch and gets the right corner, you know, he can go all the way. One of the biggest men we got and one of the fastest.
Merritt hit immediately. He spins around, and he falls forward for about 1.5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down, and we'll call it 8 for the Red Raiders.
Boy, they have just jammed that fullback up. We've just not been able to do a whole lot.
Yeah, and you can tell we're playing a military academy. I mean, these guys have been in position all night. They've been right where they're supposed to be. Even when you see their offense, the formations have been good, and when they execute a play, they haven't tried something that just was off. You know what I mean? Anything that they have done, you can tell they've put the time and energy into it, and it's happened. 2nd down, Thrift keeps it, and then he pitches out to Greg Wright. You called his number. They bottle him up. He's at the 41-yard line. A gain of a few more. It's going to be 3rd down, and we'll call it 5.
I wish we would have maybe run him to the wide side where he could have got a little bit of more separation. We run him to the short side of the field, and he just didn't have a lot of room to work there.
Big 3rd down here for the Raider offense to start this second half. 24, well, I say to start the second half. The third quarter is about to wind down. He's already been scoring. 15 seconds. He fakes the pitch. He's trying to set up that was just a great play by Ronnie Peterson to knock that pass down. The only one that was in position to catch that ball was number 5, Franklin, for the Cadets. The pressure on.
This may be a big play for us, though. We punt the ball downfield. TJ needs to get into it right here.
Yep, 6 seconds to go. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. Huge stop for the Cadet defense. It gets a great Bacon County bounce. It goes over to the sidelines. Looks like it's going to go out, and it rolls all the way down to the 11, 12-yard line.
Great punt. Looked like he shanked it, but it hit and went the right way.
Good break for Bacon County. I'm sure if we talked to Wiley, he'd say he meant to do it exactly that way. That's about the perfect punt. Kick it to the sidelines and let it run right up the edge of the sidelines. Exactly what it did. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cadets at the 11-yard line. As soon as play resumes, we're going to take a break here.
Okay, everybody, we're back. 12 minutes left in this ball game. We've given Benedictine a long field to navigate. The score is 27-20 them, and we've got 1 quarter left in this ball game. There we go. Nope.
It's Jacobson on the carry. He gets
2.
Yeah, he gets up in there.
2.5.
It's going to be second down, and we'll call it 3 maybe. Second down and 7. That was Casey Hughes on the carry for the Cadets. 11 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this ball game. It's down to the fourth quarter. This is kind of what we said we didn't want, down a score. They've got it. However, it is the kind of night where we should not be tired. We've been at it.
No.
This is a cool night. It's going to come down to who wants it the most. We don't know who has the ball there for a second.
Somebody made a good play. I don't know if that was Dylan Miles that made that tackle, tripped him up there or what. But
well, that was a great play call by Benedictine there as they ran the counter. This is why we didn't see who had the ball. It was going away from us. Couldn't see the ball, but that's encouraging to see to see
even
that.
If he tripped.
Yeah, we didn't see it, and they covered it great. It's going to be third down and 6, we'll call it, for Benedictine. This is going to be a huge play for us. He gets the pass off. Drell Green intercepts the ball. Great play by that Raider defense. And Drell is fired up. That is a beautiful play.
That was a great play by Drell. That was just shows you what speed will do.
We rushed the passer, and Drell Green jumped the route, and he just had nothing but green grass in front of him.
If he didn't get so excited, if he could keep his feet, by the time he's a senior, maybe he gets so geeked up he runs out from underneath himself.
That is his second turnover of the night. He recovered a fumble down here.
Yeah.
And so the Raiders are in business here. Huge
Thank
play
God
by the defense.
For Drell Green. Thank you, Jesus. I love me some Drell.
10 minutes.
Dreadlocks and all, I love him.
I'm telling you
he's a great kid. He is really a great kid.
And again, we send 2 out here wide, and they only send 1 out to defend. I don't know that Matt Thrift keeps it off the right side, and he's not going to pitch it. He's just going to take it down inside the 10-yard line. Inside the 10-yard line, down to about the 9. Nice play on first down. It's going to be second down and 3, and the Raiders are moving.
That's right.
It's almost as if, Rev, we don't still believe. It's like we're not playing with the intensity and the fire. Now we are. Now we're showing some spunk out there. But it took a big play as these cadets just kind of lean on you and wear you down, and they lull you to sleep. Before you know it, you pay the price. Thrift on the keeper again around the right side. A flag comes in late as he's tackled right at the down marker, and that's in a location where we're probably not going to like that penalty.
No, we're not going to like that penalty.
That would have been close to a first down. They're talking about it, and the white jerseys are backing up, so it's going to be on us. It's a block in the back. Is that what he signaled? Or holding?
Yeah.
That's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. We'll have to see where they get it. Yeah, it's going to be about an 8-yard penalty. It was second down and 3. Now it's going to be second down and 10. So we would have had very close to first and goal. Pretty big penalty. Let's see if we can overcome it here. 9 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this ball game. Raiders are down.
We spread them out in the first half and run it right back up the middle.
And they show no desire to cover anything out here left, and they just keep the defense home. We're going to have to make them pay for not coming out here and bring. They're not bringing any defenders out to cover 3 receivers. Now they're not believing we're going to pass it. It's going to be third down and 9 now for our Red Raiders. And this is a huge possession here late in the ball game. 9 minutes and 15 seconds. 27-20. The good guys are down as Thrift gets the call in from the sidelines.
Well, you think this is 2-down territory, or we try to kick a field goal here? Depends on what we do right here, doesn't it?
He pitches out wide to Greg
No,
Wright.
Greg.
He slips. He had plenty of room to keep it going. He went to turn it up. He slips. He's maybe twisted his ankle a little bit. It's going to be 4th down and 7, and the penalties come back to hurt us.
This is a huge play right here.
Big play here. 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this ball game.
4th down and 7.
Benedictine has looked beatable here tonight in Savannah, Georgia.
Okay, we're going to call a timeout. It's a good call.
So we let about 15 seconds run off the clock and then decide to call a timeout. It's our first of the second half, I believe, isn't it?
Yes.
So we still have 2 timeouts remaining. We are down 7 points, 8 minutes, 22 seconds to go in this ball game on a cool night. Rev, I'm telling you what, our boys have played. I don't know if they anticipated this or anticipated more. I expected more out of this team we're playing. I really am a little bit upset with our team, just to be honest with you. I really feel like we have left a lot out there on the football field tonight. I know that's probably not the greatest thing to say about your team, but I know our guys, we really look like the better team. I don't know if that's my own bias or what. And again, Benedictine has not made many mistakes. They've given us a couple, and they've been where they needed to be. But we have the ability here to steal one if we can put this in.
Somebody's going to have to want it more than somebody else right here. I'm interested to see what this call will be. This is
as the Benedictine crowd gets on their feet. This is a big 4th down play here. We're going to go for it.
Maybe we'll try to get them offside right here. Nope.
He was wide open, and number 11 returns it.
We're not going to
It's going to be
him.
a foot race. It's going to be a foot race as he returns it all the way in for the score. He was just playing Rover back there.
If Matt had put a little bit of air under it, he would have scored, but he threw it straight across.
Yep.
And we wasn't going to catch number 11.
Yeah, he saw Thrift. He was open, and number 11 on that play, he's been a ball player all night. Brad Stewart, he just played a little spy gate back there, and he just baited him, and he threw it, and he broke on the ball and just took it to the house. Huge play by the Cadets.
What was that, 100-yard interception return?
Yes, sir. 8 minutes and 3 seconds. Benedictine scores as they run in another blocker. Flag on the play.
Substitution infraction.
I think they're calling 12 men on the field.
On us.
On us.
Tonight's trivia question, what is the longest interception in Benedictine history?
So that was a huge play, a dagger in our heart here late in this ball game. The play was a good play call, and it was a good pass, I guess, if he wouldn't have been playing Rover, but the receiver was breaking right across the field, one of those crossing routes, and if he would have just waited a little bit longer, but we haven't passed the ball very much, and we're going to be offsides on that one as well as T.J. Wiley comes across the line of scrimmage. And we are a lot of hands on our hips. That's a big deflator, you have to say. 33-20. The Cadets have gone out and taken the lead here with 8 minutes to go in this ball game. There's 8 minutes still left to play. It isn't over. Now Benedictine's going to go for it. We've given them 2 penalties back-to-back.
I don't blame them. I would go for two also. We're going to take a real quick break. We'll be back momentarily.
So the Cadets line up for two. 33-20 ball game, 13-point lead now. If they get it, it'll be a 15-point lead. They run a man in late. We don't see him. Now TJ runs over. Flag down. Jacobson's not in yet. We hold him. We stop him. Let's see the flag. They may have had somebody moving earlier. That play might be the penalty where you can't run the guy in right at the last second off the sidelines and come onto the field.
Let's see what he calls right here.
It's probably going to be some kind of unsportsmanlike. Yeah, that's what he's going to call. He's going to call nothing. All right, so it's no good. The extra point, the 2-point conversion is no good, so it remains a 33-20 ball game. And Rev, I hope that's a big play in this ball game.
I do too. I really do.
Benedictine is a complete football team. The line of scrimmage boys play good football. Their linebackers have made plays all night, and you've seen their secondary play. They just kind of, if that guy's a sophomore, number 11. Brad Stewart, he is going to be wreaking havoc for two more years.
Let's see, he's caught a touchdown. He's intercepted one for a touchdown. Did he intercept the ball at the beginning? I mean, at the end of the half?
Yep.
So he's had 2 interceptions tonight. I think they've got him out of position.
The truth be told, he could probably play wherever he wanted to on the football field. He's got the size to play near about on the line of scrimmage. You know, he's a big kid. Looks good. He's got football knowledge as well, as you saw his slyness down there in the end zone. This ball game is long from over. There are 8 minutes to go, and if we get a quick score here, we are right back in it.
We've got to have a quick score, and then we've got to have a stop.
We just have to believe and want it worse than they do. They kick it deep. Wiley backs up. He takes it about the 15-yard line. They have it set up as they're going to call a penalty on DeJuan Merritt. He's going to call a hold. That's going to back us up halfway. It's going to be 1st and 10 at about the 10-yard line.
I saw the guy flying. I did not see where he hit him, but
I heard the Benedictine crowd moan.
Was they booing that a little
moan.
bit?
Well, so the flag was on about the 15. They're going to mark it at about the 8. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Bacon County here at the 8-yard line. We have the whole field to go. 7 minutes and 54 seconds to go in this ball game. 33-20 is the score, as Benedictine has just capitalized off of our mistakes, Rev. They've done what they needed to do on offense. We haven't done much on defense to stop them all night. They have just played a complete ball game, and I can really say it hasn't been so much as what about us as it's been about them. They've just played a ball game here tonight. Merritt takes it, and he's going to be tackled at the 10-yard line, a gain of a couple. Doesn't bother Benedictine at all. 2nd down and 8.
Well, we're going to have to go away from fullback up the middle.
Yeah, 7 minutes and 30 seconds now to go in this ball game as we continue to huddle up. Down 2 scores. This is just a place that we didn't want to be in.
We're just not built for coming back like this. We're not a team that throws it all over the field. We're more of a ball control, but we're fixing to have to be a team that throws it all over the field. There's Matt.
Matt keeps it, and he gets up to about the 14-yard line. A nice play by Thrift, but he's tackled inbounds, and the clock is what's killing us now. 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this ball game.
I want somebody to clip that linebacker, not clip, but hit him in the ear hole. He's got up. He made a tackle 6 yards deep in the secondary, and all of a sudden he's wanting to jump up and celebrate. I don't much like that celebrating after we pick up 6 yards. Celebrate if you knock him for a 6-yard loss, but don't celebrate when the guy's just picked up 6 yards on you.
3rd down and 4 for the Red Raiders. This is a big 3rd down for us. Got to have it. You got to think we'll probably go for it if we don't get it. Flag on the play. That's going to be offsides again against us. I don't know what this side judge is seeing here, but he's called offsides 3 times,
on us.
On the offense. You don't see that much. 1 time, much less 3 times.
And understand, he's not calling illegal procedure. He's calling offsides. Saying we're putting our hand over the ball or we're getting lining up over the ball.
So that makes it, instead of 3rd down and 4, that makes it 3rd down and 9. Big difference in play call and everything. Clock continues to run. 6 minutes to go in this ball game.
I saw us in pregame lining up in the shotgun. I don't know that we may not have to do that.
Thrift throws up a prayer. And number 11 is back there again. He's covering Devontae O'Neal. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, we've got to punt the football here. We've got to punt the football here and hope for a turnover. We can't if we give.
Yeah,
if we
4th
give
down
ball.
and 9
Yeah.
at the 10, at our own 10-yard line. It's
It was intended for Wiley. They'll bring up 4th down.
Wiley lines up to punt it away as we bring in the punt team. 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Wiley gets the punt off.
We just got the ball back.
There is a flag on the play as number 11 gets it, and he returns it off to the right side. He's at the 31-yard line, but there is a flag on the play as it looks like they have
Personal
roughed
foul.
the punter.
There you
That
go.
is a personal foul penalty that's going to come with an automatic 1st down. The yardage would have been a 1st down anyway. That's going to give us a big 1st down. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty, I believe, from the line of scrimmage. So if we were at the 10, that's going to put it at the 25. It'll be 1st and 10. What? Are they just calling a running into the kicker?
No, he called personal foul. He done the old
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 25-yard line. Big play.
huge play.
Big play. Big mistake by Benedictine. One of the
They've
few
not
we've
made
seen
many,
tonight. Yeah, I mean, they've made some fumbles and things, but they haven't made mental errors tonight. 5 minutes and 39 seconds to go.
We got to dig down deep right here, guys.
They gave us a gift. We just have to capitalize on it now. Three wide receivers for the Red Raiders. Thrift rolls out right. He just keeps it, sticks it up in there, gets about a yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 9.
26. Going to bring up 2nd and 8. Counter force on the tackle for the Cadets.
The defensive end on that play, Rev, just stayed on his man, and then just as soon as he saw Thrift turn it up, he closed that hole that was there. The clock is a factor. 5 minutes to go in this ball game. We are down 33-20. We don't have a quick strike offense. Thrift keeps it this time. He gets up to the 35-yard line.
On the quarterback keeper.
We have a man down.
That don't look good.
No, he is not. That's Ronnie Peterson. He jumps up and tries to run off. I don't know what he's doing. He's staggering. 4 minutes and 47 seconds to go in this ball game.
I'm pretty sure he'll get Academy Award.
Third down and very short. He may have some kind of groin injury there. Third down and very short. Clock's running. 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
All right, let's go, guys. We got to score. We got to score here. Let's go.
Thrift keeps it again. He goes right up the middle. He puts his foot in the ground after finding a little hole off the right side. Takes it straight ahead. Another nice run.
Get the plays in a hurry. Come on.
At the 45-yard line, Benedictine doesn't mind giving up 10 yards at a time. The clock is the major factor here. 4 minutes and 23 seconds. As soon as they set the chains, they'll wind the clock. We huddle fast. We're going to need.
There goes Matt again.
Thrift keeps it again. He's up to the 50-yard line, right at midfield. 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go in this ball game. And Rev, as good as number 11 is up at the top of the field there on Devontae O'Neal.
We got to go to somebody.
Yeah, I'm afraid we're going to have to come down here to Tron Folsom and see if Tron has anything
for number 9 tonight.
Yep, see if he has anything for number 9. Thrift keeps it. There was nothing there. They're just waiting on him to take it now.
Yeah.
Third down and maybe a gain of a yard. It's going to be third down and 4 for the Red Raiders. That's not the major problem. 3 minutes and 20 seconds now to go in this ball game.
Yeah, time's getting away from us. We're going to have if we score, we're going to have an onside kick, it looks like, unless we score right now.
Thrift takes his time to evaluate the secondary, which makes you think he's going to throw. He's trying out Tron Folsom on this left side. Tron comes down with it. Nice play. All the way down to the 17-yard line. Great play by the Red Raiders. We had to have it. Tron made a nice play there,
Rev,
to
like
go
it was
up.
A basketball. He went up for a rebound there. That's what you got to do. Good play.
First and 10 now for the Red Raiders. 2 minutes and 58 seconds to go in this ball game. First and 10 at the 18-yard line is where they're going to mark it. They'll set the chains and start the clock. We're ready to go. Good to see our offense at the line of scrimmage, ready to go.
Oh.
Thrift keeps it, and they are just
swarming.
Come on,
offensive line.
They are just swarming him.
Man.
Well, they're just sending everybody. They know that if they can get right back there, they're not going to let him set up and throw it again, I don't imagine. Unless he gets rid of it quick. They're bringing the house. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this ball game. Second down and 11. Yeah, those were linebackers in the backfield then. Thrift keeps it, and he is hit hard. It's going to be third down and about 9 yards, maybe 8. Third down and 8. Again, less than 2 minutes in this ball game. 1 minute and 50 seconds remains in this ball game. Their defense it's almost as if they're content just letting us get a little bit at a time, and we are going to have to throw the ball here. We can't continue to get 2 and 3 and 5 yard gains. It's not good enough.
Number 9 is on Devontae.
The ball is tipped, and then we almost come up with the deflection. 1 minute and 25 seconds to go. It's going to be fourth down. The clock is stopped. And our hopes and dreams are pinned to one play here, Ev, on fourth down. Got to get a first down now. We call a timeout. Thank you, C. Bennett and Johnson, for making this night possible. It's a beautiful night over here in Savannah, Georgia. It's not going the way our Red Raiders would like it to go. We don't particularly love the way this ball game's gone, but it has been a beautiful night for football over here in Savannah, Georgia.
Absolutely beautiful night. Like you said, the getting into the middle of October now, and at game time the temperature was probably around 65 degrees with a nice wind blowing, and it's just football season, a little bit cool. Some of the folks that wore short sleeves out are kind of folding their arms a little bit cool tonight, but to me it's a welcomed change. I'm glad that fall is finally here. Bacon County's come over here and we've put up a fight, but we've had three interceptions that we've had and a lost fumble, is that right, or three?
Yeah, we've just made too many mistakes tonight.
No, you don't need to
barring a miracle here, we're going to – I've seen stranger things happen. Big fourth down play. Thrift keeps it. He throws to DeJuan Merritt. He's hit immediately, and I don't think he's going to have enough. It's going to depend on the spot. I'd appreciate a nice spot here, ref. Let's keep this ball game going. And they're going to need a measurement. So the Whitecaps calling in for a measurement, and this is ultimately the ball game here, Bacon County.
Yep.
Nice play by DeJuan. Wasn't that DeJuan Merritt that called it?
I believe it was.
Yeah, nice play by DeJuan just to hold on to the ball. He was stuck immediately. So nice play, and this is big play if we have any hope left. And it's a first down. They immediately jumped as if it wasn't going to be. But we just do get it by the skin of our teeth. Now we have to hurry up and get in position. 1 minute and 16 seconds to go. We need 2 scores, so we've got to score quick here.
Score quick, and then we're going to have to onside kick.
They wind the clock. 1 minute and 15, 14, 13. Clock is moving. We give it to DeJuan right up the middle. He takes it down to about the 2-yard line. We clearly have a play called. We're going to stay in the same position. Let the referee get it going. 50 seconds, 45 seconds. Thrift keeps it, and he goes in for the score. That's a touchdown. 43 seconds to go, so Bacon County takes it at their own 10, goes 90 yards for the score. The problem is there's only 43 seconds to go in this ball game.
You know, on the artificial turf, we've got to get the extra point here. But on this artificial turf, these balls have been known to take funny bounces. So maybe we can get a funny bounce and get us an onside kick here.
So we are down 7 points right now.
Have we got one timeout left, or are we over on our timeouts?
I think we may have one left.
I'm thinking we have one if I'm counted right, but I'm not positive about it.
The kick is up, and the kick is no good as he pulls it left. So that's going to keep it a 7-point ball game with 43 seconds to go in Savannah, Georgia tonight. Our Red Raiders are down 1 score. This has been a battle back and forth all night. We've played a tough ball game, but we didn't think Benedictine was going to be slouches, and so we've come over here and they've played they've played a better ball game than we have tonight.
Well, they've had the big special teams. Special teams, if you remember, is what got us at McIntosh. They had a big special teams kick. They've actually had 2 big plays on special teams. They had the kickoff where we didn't recover the ball, and they went down and scored on it. And then they had, was it a punt return or was it a kickoff return?
It was a kickoff return. Yeah, kickoff return for the score as well.
Right. So they've had 2 scores off of special teams. They've earned the other ones, and they earned them.
This is going to be all out onside kick here.
You know, when I was in high school, I used to do this onside kick thing right here.
All right, now Wiley needs to, instead of kick it to the right side, he just needs to come all the way over here and kick it at about where the 50-yard line is and let Richard Crawford go down there and scoop it up. They recover. The ball just skipped. So they get the recovery.
And that's ball game.
Yeah, and that's going to be the ball game. We can only stop them one time. All they have to do is snap it twice. And they are going to get the victory here tonight. Barring some kind of unforeseen crazy thing happening. Our Red Raiders have fought their hearts out tonight, but as it stands, we're going to come up short.
Well, Lance, once again, it's been a game of whoever had the least amount of mistakes is going to come away with the win, and I'm afraid we called a timeout, our last timeout.
Yep, that's our final timeout. There are 31 seconds to go. All they need to do is snap it one more time.
I heard some of the fans booing as Coach Johns called the final timeout. You know, if you're down 2 or 3 scores, calling a timeout is one thing, but when you're only down 1 score, you do everything you can. You never know when the snap's going to be put on the ground. You never know what's going to happen. So let them boo. We had to do what we've got to do to try to win this football game.
Well, the Cadets, you know, as it stands now, they will go to 6-1.
They're a pretty good football team. They're just they do what it takes for their type of team to win, which is play very disciplined football and very few mistakes, and that's what they've done. And you can still tell what we start seven sophomores on both sides of the ball, and we make mistakes that hurt us and mistakes that cost us games.
And that'll be the ball game. He snaps it, takes a knee, and the Cadets come away with the victory tonight. A tough loss for our Red Raiders. I was bragging on them all night long. I really felt like we matched up well with Benedictine. You know, looking at them on the football field, but this was a tale of the tortoise and the hare here tonight. I really feel like, you know, Benedictine just kept plugging, kept going, and they were just relentless.
Well, I wonder, though, when you say the tortoise and the hare, that number 11 who outrun us on 2 different plays, which one was the tortoise and which one was the hare?
Yeah, they definitely have some playmakers on their side of the ball. Tough loss tonight in Savannah, Georgia. Thank you, C. Bennett and Johnson, Flash Food, Southeast Propane, all Cohen's of Alma, all of our other sponsors for making this broadcast happen. We appreciate it, and we'll see you next week as well. Next week we're open. We're off next week, and then we'll return the week after that.
Do we play Atco, then Bryan? No, Atco, Vidalia at home, and then Bryan County. I believe that's the way it goes. Then Bryan County for our senior night, the last game of the season. Bacon County still very much in the playoff hunt. We're going to have to, if we're going to make the playoffs, we're probably going to have to win the rest of our region games to do it, which means a big showdown against Vidalia at home. But if we, you know, I've seen teams that make it in the 3rd seed or 4th seed in their playoffs get in and go all the way. Colquitt County got in as a 4th seed one time. They were 5-5 in the regular season and went on and won a state championship. So this season is nowhere near over. We still got a lot of football to play, and go Red Raiders. Look forward to 2 weeks from now when we once again take the field as our Red Raiders are looking. You know, we just didn't have it tonight. We just didn't take care of the football like we should have took care of the football, and it came back to haunt us. We run out of time. I'm kind of like Vince Lombardi said. I've never been beat. The clock's run out on me a few times.
That's right.
I believe we'd be right there fighting if we still had time on the clock. May the Lord bless you. Go to a church of your choice this weekend and worship the Lord. Remember, it won't be long. He'll be coming back, and we want everybody to be ready. God bless you. For Lance Wade, for Travis Peavy, and all the staff, the media staff at Bacon County High School, including Brent Johnson. Good night.
There you go. God bless.